When a narcissist gives you a present, it's really a gift to themselves. Hello, welcome back to my channel, and the topic of today's video is I'll be examining some of the typical justifications for giving gifts in this video, as well as some typical attitudes and behaviors related to receiving them. In order to bring it back to your attention, narcissism is frequently characterized by a sense of entitlement and being self-absorbed. They have a tendency to be extremely displeasing and extremely defensive. Lack of empathy for other people and a constant need for approval and admiration are both present. They would be long-lasting traits. They would be constant and all-encompassing, not occasionally only. So to start, narcissists have a tendency to be quite transactional and self-serving. Generally speaking, they won't act unless there is a benefit to them. On special occasions like birthdays, special day, or anything else can be a great way to find narcissistic supply. They have the opportunity to express their opinions about others. Also, they receive compliments. Narcissists also can behave like anyone else on special occasions. When it comes to gift giving, they have a reputation for being incredibly thoughtful and generous. They have a reputation for being quite cruel. The following, while it may ultimately depend on a person's narcissistic level, mainly applies to relationships that have been going for a while. However, they may choose to buy nothing for anyone in the first place. Perhaps they are unaware of it, or perhaps there is nothing in it especially for them, so they feel no obligation to. Alternatively, they might buy gifts for everyone in a certain group, like the members of family, but exclude one person to express their ire. Then there can be token gifts that they don't put a lot of thoughts into. Yes, we can all afford to purchase insignificant items for people who may be on the outskirts of our social circles. Narcissists may not give anything they do to someone even close to them any though. Maybe it's just whatever is convenient, whatever they could pick up on the way home. They may not have had the time, they may have been too busy or may not have had a lot of money, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they didn't. Sometimes it's really because they don't have a lot of empathy, so they might not really understand or even care about what someone might really like. However, they might continue to demand thanks and take offense if they don't receive it. That being said, they might also expect a present that is worthy of them. There may also be gifts that are offensive. For instance, they might buy someone with a bird a packet of razors. These kinds of gifts can often be hidden behind cruel, unkind humor or feigned innocence. If they get challenged for a wrong kind of gift, well, that person may be branded as being ungrateful, unreasonable, or having no sense of humor. It might even lead to a blow-up, a huge fight, so therefore that day is ruined for everyone. Some narcissists might actually buy a gift for somebody that they would really like to have themselves. They get to look good, they get to look generous. That person might even be appreciative, but they never get to see the gift again, and the narcissist just give it themselves. There are those who can be very generous, very extravagant, spend a lot of money, a lot of time and effort, but not necessarily for those closest to them. To those that they want to impress, those closest to them, their partners, their kids, maybe just get token gestures. If they are being generous with their partners and their kids, and this works on different levels, many narcissists tend to see others as extension of themselves, that others are impressed by the generosity of the gifts. Their ego wants getting fed because they were the ones who provided it. Narcissists can also be very competitive. They like to think that maybe they buy the best gifts and many enjoy that kind of adoration from others. They enjoy hearing things from others like, "Wow, that is so generous. I feel so bad. All I bought you was whatever." They get to present and maintain an image of being loving, generous, and kind, and it can be something of an ego boost for them if they think others are envious of how much money they have spent. Gift giving can also be a way for a narcissist to show who they favor more than others, who they value more than others, where their preferences lie. For instance, the golden child might get the latest iPhone or whatever it is. The scapegoat might get a bar of chocolate and be expected to share the chocolate. It's not uncommon for people to agree rather than buying each other gifts. Maybe they could donate that money to charity. An altruistic narcissist might actually make that decision for the other person without even discussing it. So the other person is left with nothing, and if they say anything, well, they might be told they are being greedy and selfish. What about those poor people over there? It's a bit of a win-win for narcissists because they get to virtue signal in front of others and feed off that negative energy of disappointment. An altruistic narcissist might also insist in front of other people, "Do not buy me anything. Make sure the money goes to that worthy cause," which of course the other person does. However, the narcissist still expects a gift to open. But regardless of the price, the nature of the gift, or even the type of narcissist, gifts can be used as a form of manipulation. It can be a way of keeping a partner trauma bonded. The person's life might be being made a misery, but a thoughtful, expensive gift can help them question themselves. Well, maybe they have changed this time. Maybe they really do love me. Maybe it's going to be great from here on in. Gifts can be used as a way of making someone indebted to them somehow. They have to be eternally grateful. They are forever telling that person how good of them it was to buy that, how much it cost, how hard it was to find. Gifts can also be used as collateral. What do you mean? I don't care. Do you know how much that costs? What do you mean when you say no? After what I bought you? Why are narcissists about receiving gifts? Well, I think narcissists tend to like gifts that reflect their status. As I said, they can be competitive too. They want the best. If it is something they do like, something extravagant, well, they like to compare that to other people's gifts. They like to brag. Look how much this costs. Look how much I'm loved. They enjoy the adoration and the envy it might bring up in others. Then there are those who just want something to moan about. Doesn't matter what it was, they will complain about what they got, what they didn't get. Draw attention to how disappointed and unappreciated they are. The gifts they bought for people were far more expensive. There are those who might insist they don't want anything at all, and then complaining they didn't get anything at all. Then there are those who may just open a gift, look at it, then set it down, not even acknowledge it. It's not that big a deal because someone else's gift for them was so much better.